Hey, here's another demo using AI for you. I've just made some dummy data up here, 5 years of profit and loss. Ideally, you just get this from your accountant or the accountant themselves. You use it, download the thing as a PDF, take it out of Zero. You can use multiple years at the same time. You don't have to use one PDF. You can use as many as you want. And then I'm going to just go to Gemini here. I'm going to upload the PDF, which I did, and I'm going to insert a prompt. And this one's a bit important. So we want to know, I'm just going to give the system some background. A restaurant, this is a dummy thing, obviously, located in Canberra. I want some insights and analysis. I want to know what the trends are like. I want to know the ATO benchmarks in particular and what issues I should be addressing. Also, I want to include a list of up to 5 other KPIs. And importantly, I'm going to see if I can attach on this. No, I can't, but I'm going to say I've given it here other websites outside just the ATO stuff. So there's obviously more out there that I might not be thinking of at the moment. And then give me something else. Give me, say, 5 or whatever you like. Give me another 5 KPIs I should be looking at monitoring for a restaurant. So something I might not have thought of, whether I'm a business owner or the accountant advising them, either way. And I'll tell Gemini what systems I'm using so that it knows where I'm getting the data from. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. While I was doing that, I'm going to have a look over here. You'll see I've already called up the ATO benchmark, so I can see what I should be expecting when I get this data from the ATO. And now I've got a response coming up in my canvas. So happy days. I've gone from 21 to 25, and fair enough. Just curious thing comes to mind just right now. It's gone from 21, 25 left to right. Doesn't matter really. I've gone right to left, but it doesn't matter. The trends looking the same way anyway. You can typically take this. This will go through a table. You can take this to Docs if you like. You can copy that table to a sheet if you wanted to. But here's your basic breakdown. So we say, well, it's given the sales number, then the percentages, if you like, and the trended insight beside each one. Nice way to lay it out, pretty clear. You'd want to read that in detail to see whether or not it makes sense. I'm going to get to the benchmarks in a minute because this is where I want to see how well it goes back to the ATO website that I didn't give it. I just said compared to ATO benchmarks. So you can see here that the ATO benchmarks for restaurants is telling me is between 25 and 35%. And it should be between 33 and 38% for this thing I've just given it. So it's not far off. It's pretty close enough actually, but it's not quite right. And it's also said over here, wages to sales should be, the ATO benchmark is 25 to 35%. Again, I doubt it. Wages is 22 to 32%. Actually, not as bad as I thought it was. And rent is saying over here between 5 and 10%, whereas rent over here is 8 to 12%. So we're pretty close. It could be getting, the AI tool could be getting these numbers from the AI statistics other download site getting it from. But just basically what I'm saying is, I guess, be aware of what it's looking at. Don't just take it for gospel that it's bang on correct every time. It might be close enough for your business, for your needs. It might not be. So obviously look at it and then review the information. And then with that in mind, we've got the key issues to address. So high cost of sales and the likes, the declining profitability, and the recommended ones to measure. So given I've said we use light speed and Zero, and so it knows what sort of data we should be able to get and what we should be looking at. And that's pretty insightful. So I would actually take that document and I would send that to a Google Doc. That's what I would do. And then from that, I would further modify that for a client, the manager, whoever, pretty it up, go through it, get the data right, and work with that as a means of presenting the accounts or reviewing what you've been doing, or a business strategy or whatever you're working on to get it done. It's not a bad start to get you going on it.